For this activity, you'll write a program that uses the range sensor. Let's quickly build the program from scratch together. First, we need a start block. Next, let's put a sleep function in. I'll explain why we need this later. We're going to set this to 0.5 seconds. Next, drivetrain. Begin driving forward. What we want to do is drive in the direction of the range sensor. So here's the range sensor on the front of our robot. So this would be forward going this way. And again, that would be dependent on how you set up your motors and your drivetrain. Next, let's put a loop in. Repeat forever. And then we'll need a logic statement, if do. And we're going to place that inside of. Next, let's go into VexIQ sensors and let's grab this distance sensor. As you can see, it won't click into there. So we'll go back into logic and we're going to grab this here. Now we can put the distance sensor here, go under math, let's grab a value block, and in here let's select distance sensor, our distance sensor, and let's change this to 50. Now let's go to drivetrain and let's change this to reverse 100, a distance of 1,000 millimeters. And finally drivetrain again, drivetrain off. Now if we've set this up correctly, here's what will happen. The program starts here. The sleep 4 is because we're working in a virtual environment and the robot needs just a split second of time for the program to load correctly. If you don't add this, your robot might end up going in reverse or just doing some strange things. So this has solved the problem for us. So start, sleeps for 0.5 seconds, then it begins driving forward at a power of 100. And it'll keep going forward until this condition is met. If the distance sensor, we're going to change this to less than, is less than 50 centimeters, then do this. So it'll keep driving forward, 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 and you'll be able to see the distance right here. Until that distance is less than 50 centimeters, then the robot reverses at a distance of 1,000 millimeters, and then it shuts everything off. Now let's test our program. I'm going to hit run. Watch over here. Right now our distance is 148 centimeters from the wall on this side. I'm going to hit run. And you can see that distance decreasing until it gets just below 50. It returns a distance of 1,000 millimeters and stops. So again, let's go through this. So it started, it slept for a half second, then it began driving forward until this condition was met. If the distance is less than 50, do this, and then turn the drivetrain off. Here's some things to consider when you're writing this program. This here just compares this side to this side. I could put equal, does not equal, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. In this case we said as soon as the distance is less than 50. Also, let's say my robot started over here and it was less than 50 already. Well, it's just going to hit the wall and it's going to keep hitting that wall. So you want to make sure that your robot is located far enough back. And again, if you have to, go to groups, find your platform, unlock everything, and then using, I have to move that to see these other functions. So using this, I can move my platform and my robot's location. And then be sure to lock those again. And that's a basic way of programming. that range sensor, or the distance sensor it's also called.